Hey guys, it's Laura Bazell, and I am going to explain to you the process that I go through when I'm getting ready to open up a challenge group. This could possibly be your busiest day of the month, is the couple days that you are getting your challenge group open and getting it ready. So if you can do it in an organized way, it can be a lot easier on you. Okay, so this is what I do. Every time I open a challenge group, what you can do is you can go to a previous group this is last month's group, and before you add any people to your group, or maybe you'll just add one person, because to open the group you have to add one person. But before you add any challengers or anybody, you want to make sure that you have your banner up and you want to have your files section loaded with all the files that you want. Now I've made this easy for you. So when you go into a previous group and you click Create Group, and this is going to be called the Countdown to Christmas Challenge. I'm going to capitalize on Christ there. And I'm just going to add, actually I'm going to add my assistant to this group. And I'm going to make it a secret group. That way no one can see anything unless they're in the group. Okay, then you pick your icon, and I don't know if they have anything Christmassy here. Let's see, what would you put for Christmas? Let's just put this little pony or something. Okay, so we'll pick that. Now, before you add anyone to the group, you want to add your banner, and you want to add your files. So here's what I did for you. If you go to the FitBuzz Squad family page, okay, and you go in the files section, you will find that I put files to add to challenge. Okay, so you click that, and that's going to give you a link that I've made available to you. This is my Google Drive folder. So you are able to go in here and you can take all these files and download them to your computer. Okay, so once these are downloaded into your computer, then you can go back into your challenge group, click Files, and then you're going to go Upload File, and you're going to choose your file. And I have mine saved in my computer already. Don't look at the organization of my computer because it's really bad. Challenge files. See, I have that and some other images that I use every month. Okay, so you can just start loading this stuff into the files section. You really don't even have to say anything about it because you're putting all this in before the people are coming in. So you want to upload all the files, one by one. For a minute because I paused it and went ahead and added all these files. Now this is a lot of files, so you want to make sure you explain to people what all is in here for them to look through so that they're not overwhelmed. The next thing you want to do, see, if you notice, if you go back to your page, all of that stuff it shows in your feed. So if you were to have added all the people, it's just so much to put in at once. It would be way overwhelming for them. Okay, so add a description. Whenever I click here to add a description, and this is exactly what I do, I go back to my last challenge group. Let me go. I'll leave that page open. I go back to my last challenge group, the I'm Doing This For Me group, and I look at what I wrote last time, and I copy that, and I paste it into here. Now this might be different. Welcome to the family. This is a closed private group because it's not ladies only this time. So feel free to ask questions and post away. Participation is a requirement. If you disappear for more than 4 days in a row, I will assume you aren't ready to commit this month, and I will remove you. And I'm going to be stricter about that this month. Okay, so that's the description. And then you want to do your banner. Okay, so I kept this one open because this information here is what I always put on the preseason week banner. Now the way I've been doing my banners recently is I have been, if I have a featured coach, I'll put their picture over here, a featured coach of the week. Otherwise, I will put the preseason information here, and then after preseason week, I'll just make this a quote. Okay, so you go to PicMonkey, and you go to design, and you go down to Facebook cover. And I have been, I'm not going to say I'm lazy, but my time has been very limited. So what I do is I go to the overlays, and I go to your own, and I actually go ahead and take the picture that I used for whatever graphic I used to advertise for the challenge group, and I take this, and this is going to be neat because I can put the featured coach of the week on the other side. Now remember, whenever you make a banner to go in a Facebook group, remember that the bottom part is going to get cut off. And also there's going to be buttons there. So you want to leave some space at the bottom to account for that. Okay? So I'm going to even pull this up a little higher like that. Now, I don't want this to look awkward, obviously. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a geometric shape and I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, and then I'm going to make another shape and I'm going to get rid of this part. In fact, this would look better if I just and maybe we'll make this red over here. Whoa, too much. Make it green. Okay, we're going to get rid of that 6 spots available. And you can design a completely new one. This is just what I do to save time, because it really does save a lot of time. And I have even gone so far as to like take a screenshot. Let's try it. Okay, so I'm going to do a screenshot of this. That kind of looks like a chalkboard, doesn't it? Desperate times call for desperate measures. That won't look good there. So, but I will put it on as an overlay anyways, because then I don't have to keep going back and forth to read it. But yeah, that probably wouldn't look very good there. Yeah, I don't like that. So anyways, I'm going to leave that there, and then I'm just going to take some text, and I'll probably pick the similar font that I had from earlier. Let's see. That is the sketch block design. Add text. Preseason week agenda. Now I want to come out, bring it over here, and I'm going to stretch it out. I want it to be as big as this area. Remember, you want to keep everything tucked at the top. And like this part isn't really even going to show here. And then I will make another one, probably just like this. Out. I paused it and typed it all out, and then I'm going to set that there. And I really like things to be clear and sort of bright, so I'm going to make another overlay, and I'm going to try to line it up with the edges of the preseason week agenda words, pull it down, and then I'm going to right click and go send backward, And I'm going to make this overlay white. And then I'm going to fade it out just a little. And there you go. And then I'm going to get rid of this thing. Now I want to put something here, maybe like a quote here, just to remind people to stay strong during the holiday. So I looked up fitness holiday quote because you never know what you come up with, and I found it said something like, nobody's forcing you to eat crap on a holiday and ruin your, okay, so I don't really want to say that, but I'm going to say you have the choice you can choose to have a healthy holiday this year. Okay, and then I'll make that white. Maybe let's do this. Okay, and then I could even make myself saying that. That might be kind of cool. So you can actually come down to overlays, and you come down to comic bubbles, and there's a whole bunch of ones you can pick. This one might be a good one. And then you stretch it out. Ooh. And I will be saying this. We're going to have to turn that a different color though, so I might make that actually red. And send backward. And then I'm going to try to change this text a little bit. And then instead of saying you, I'm going to say we, because then we're more like a team, so we can do this. There. So notice I have space at the bottom, so I'm going to go save. And I'm going to name that Christmas banner. Save to my computer. Go ahead and save it in this Christmas file I was making. And then you want to go to your challenge group, which I can get rid of these. Okay, countdown to Christmas. And you go upload photo and find your picture. And then pull it down, and there you go. And there could be something right there. But I think it looks fine. So, oh no, see, that's not good. This is why you don't add people until you finish this. So we need to shrink this up a little bit. Whoops. Shrink this up a little bit, up to here. Oh, and then instead of leaving that blank, I can come here and go duplicate overlay. Have another one of these down at the bottom. This saves time too. Just duplicate instead of creating a new overlay. And since there's going to be some space here at the bottom, there, I'm going to say send pics weight and measurements to, and then my email address. At yahoo.com. So I'll put that down there. It's always good to put that right out in the open, because you want to make sure people are actually sending this stuff. I find that people get better results if you're really if you actually are keeping track, which it takes a lot of work to do that, but I think it's worth it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to resave this as the same thing. Christmas cover. Oops, I must have saved it as a different thing, but anyways, so you want to change your group photo again. Oh, Christmas banner, I said the first time, so pull it down there, and you're going to save, and see, there we go. There's your picture, and then you want to refresh the screen because it's going to say that you changed it before, and you can go ahead then and delete this. Okay, and so what I do is whenever I'm ready to add my people, I add them, and as soon as I've added them, I post roll call, which is a post just saying, hey everybody, welcome to the group. I want to make sure everybody's here before I post anything else. Please comment below. Not only does this give you a little bit of extra time to get your intro video finished and posted, but it makes sure everybody's in the group, because the same way with a group, if no one's interacting in your group, the people are less likely to see those posts in their newsfeed. The more interaction you have in the group, the more people are going to see the posts in their newsfeed. So that's how I open up a group. The next thing I'm going to be doing is getting my roster together. And if people haven't responded to whether or not they want to be in the group, this is where I will message people and say, hey, do you want to be in the group next month? I always have everybody tell me, yes, I want to be in the group before I add them. Otherwise, you get a lot of silent people. So, okay, that's what I do. Hope this helps.